Guys, today what I'm going to be covering for you is how you can utilize virtual assistants inside your business to generate more leads. Now, I'm someone that absolutely loves marketing. I've fallen in love with marketing many, many years ago, but I understand many people watching this won't love marketing as much as I do. There'll be a lot of tasks that need to be done repeatedly and really, really consistently so that you grow your business and so that you can help more people and generally just earn the income that you deserve. Now, one of the things that kind of happened for me, my journey is when I was kind of marketing for one of my businesses, my first gym, it was actually quite easy to be fair. It was taking like an hour to an hour and a half every single day. Then what happened, we went to two clubs and it got a lot harder. Then it went to three clubs and it got a hell of a lot harder where we needed to actually take some time and bring on a marketing team, which is where we started to invest a lot of time and energy and effort to bring on an amazing virtual assistant team, which kind of helped us create like a $2.5 million fitness business. And then we utilized it in my online business as well. And I'm going to cover like so many tasks that you can get VAs to do within your marketing, which is going to be really helpful. But then also I've been blessed to coach, over 1,000 fitness business owners to help them generate more leads and close more sales. And one of the things that I found is that whilst marketing, a lot of this stuff is like very, very basic to implement once you learn the skills, is if you don't really love marketing, is one of the things that was holding back so many fitness business owners that I was working with was just their inability to get basic tasks done like consistently well, which meant their leads was either like a feast or famine. They weren't getting things done. They weren't growing. They weren't generating enough leads. And when we started to help them find virtual assistants to help them complete the needed tasks to generate leads each week, their business went much better. And also they were a lot happier. Now, some of the most common tasks that you can teach your virtual assistants to do within your business. Firstly, paid ads. We utilize virtual assistants to run our paid ads across our agency. They look over upwards of 105 accounts every single week. We've also had a lot of fitness business owners who hire and place VAs to manage their paid ads. And that just alone, guys, like when you use like the 10-80-10 principle, which is where you set up the initial 10% of what they need, what needs to be done. Then the VA does 80% of the work and you check the last 10%. It keeps you out of your back end of paid ads where you can just implement the strategy, tell them what they need to do. They go and do all the hard work and then you just make sure everything's done really well. And that's going to save you so much time and so much energy and give you the ability to generate anywhere from 20 to 50 leads a week in as little as like 15 minutes per day. But then obviously you've got your social media content management. So they're able to post on your social media accounts. You're able to use video editors, graphic designers to be able to edit graphics and edit reels. I've actually never learned how to edit a reel myself. So we've always used video editors who are virtual assistants based in the Philippines. What essentially I do is I go find like people like Alex Hermosi, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee. I'm like, I like the look of this reel. I want it to look like this. We shoot the content, they edit it, and they post it, which has just saved so much time, especially if you do want to market organically and become like an authority within your space. Producing really high quality content to your niche is important. But if you're stuck like editing videos for 2, 3, 4 hours a day, how in the bloody hell are you going to end up like managing your business? And it's where like utilizing VAs, because you can pay them anywhere from $5 to $10 an hour, just saves you like so much time, especially video editing, graphic designing. Now, with ChatGPT and systems like Jarvis, you can easily teach your VAs to write your weekly emails, whether you're emailing at a weekly cadence or, daily, however you're doing it. With the copywriting principles used within ChatGPT and also Jarvis, you're able to outsource that like really quickly. We were so blessed. We've got an amazing virtual assistant named Abby who does our posting on a lot of our social media channels. I was able to teach Abby how to do our emails in 2 30-minute sessions. She essentially just writes up all the emails. I just kind of proof them, make sure they're all good, which takes like 10 minutes. And then they're all sent off, which just saves like absolutely like so much time. And guys, so really like what you can do with virtual assistants, like the opportunities are endless in what they can do for your business. And you're really getting that arbitrage of labor where you're not having to pay someone $30, $40, $50 an hour. You're able to get a virtual assistant, as I said, for that $5 to $10 per hour, who is going to help run your marketing plan for you and be a marketing assistant. Now, what I really want to share with you at the base of this content here today is actually just a couple of things that have worked really well for me within the past in how we train and manage the VAs, so that if you ever want to do this with inside your business, that you have somewhat of an easier time in comparison to all the hardships that I went through. I must admit, guys, I'm not perfect. I learned 99% of things the hard way. I'm going to make this a little bit easier where you can kind of learn from my mistakes. Now, firstly, you want to make sure that you know what you're hiring. So if you're hiring a virtual assistant, just know that you're not getting a consultant. You're not getting someone who is able to build and innovate a system just yet. So what you need to do is when you're giving your VAs tasks, you need to make sure that you're giving them a proven system that has got results so they can follow the bouncing ball, as I say, right? You're not hiring a consultant, and write that down. You are not hiring a consultant. You are hiring someone who can implement a set system that has worked really well in your business. That's where sometimes you've got to do, 14 to 30 days of hard work implementing the system, make sure it works. And you'll often be the one innovating any systems that you are using so the VA can run and be your assistant within this process. But just remember, and you've got to check yourself of when you're paying someone $5 to $10 an hour, do not think that you're getting an absolute whiz bang business consultant who's going to innovate your Facebook ad strategies and, content marketing and things like that. You've really got to lead and inspire your VAs to do the job that you are asking them to do within your marketing plan. And then guys, when you're hiring can be very, very overwhelming. So when you hire, I know I work with a lot of fitness business owners. When you guys put up jobs, you maybe get 5 to 10 applicants. With your VAs, when you're looking for jobs and things like that, it's not uncommon for us to get upwards of 300 applicants. So just make sure that when you're hiring that you know what tasks that you want to delegate to your virtual assistant, and make sure you give them some homework to check their work. So say, for example, if they're getting them to run Facebook lead generation ads, get them to set up an ad by themselves without you giving them any direction so you can see their skills and how efficient they are at it. Video editing, you'd get them to edit a blank video in a style that you would like so you can proof their work. Same with emails and same with any other task. Actually get them to do some work during their hiring phase so that you can proof them and know that they are actually half decent at what you are hiring them to do. That will kind of get rid of most of the mistakes that you will make within hiring. I myself have made some of the biggest mistakes in my hiring phase, both for virtual assistants and non-VAs, of when I actually haven't checked someone's work before I have hired them. And then you want to make sure that you train them. Okay, so I'm going to give you our basic framework that we use to train all of our staff, and it works really, really well. Now, the time phase is just depending on the complexity of the staff and how many training videos and documents you have, but it's really just 3 phases that you need to cover. So firstly, we show them what to do, what tasks they need to do, and we do it with them. Okay, now by doing it with them, that could be videos that they watch by themselves if you're a very systemized business. And definitely for my high 6-figure, 7-figure, business owners who are watching this, you already have everything documented. So that means you don't actually have to meet them. They just watch the training videos. They know how to do everything, right? If you don't have any training videos, that's where you would actually meet and you would train your virtual assistant and you would show them what tasks you need done and how to do it really, really well. And then you would also document what you do by video recording it and making training documents so you never have to show them again. And that is phase 1, which is them just watching the tasks that they need to do at a really high level. Then phase 2, you want to monitor them doing the task. So you'll give them a series of test tasks, or you'll watch them do the completed task to make sure that it's done at a level that you like, a level that you are happy with. Then once you've done that, right, they've watched the task, they've done their training, you've seen how they do it, then you're able to delegate it. Then you will delegate it to your virtual assistants, but do not make this error. Whenever you have a staff member, 1, you need to manage them, and 2, you need to keep them accountable, right? By managing them, it would mean actually checking their work, having cadences where their review processes in place. And by keeping them accountable, it's by making sure that you map out their daily checklist of what they need to do, right? And then making sure that you're reviewing that on a weekly or a monthly cadence. But then by that stage, everything is delegated. And then you've got an amazing decision, right? Because now you're getting more marketing done without you actually doing any work, right? You can now elevate the tasks that you do to do more higher value tasks within the business. The highest value task you can do a business is leadership. Then you'll drop down to marketing, sales, and then obviously any delivery admin. So you might do more sales in that time. You might do high levels of marketing or innovate new marketing strategies at the time, or you might just develop into a leadership role. Or potentially you might just utilize this to make sure that you just spend more time with your friends and family on your own health and fitness, right? And just live an overall happier life. Because just remember, guys, the amount of money you earn, you're always dividing it by the amount of hours that you work. So if you earn $100,000 a year and work 15 hours a week, in comparison to someone who earns $100,000 a year and earns 60, is sometimes it's okay just to utilize these virtual assistants to hit your weekly lead target, to buy back some of your time, increase the hourly rate that you are earning in comparison to the hours that you work, and live a really amazing and happy, fulfilling life with the help of your new virtual assistant, who is essentially buying back maybe 20, 30, 40 hours of your work week each and every single week. So guys, I hope you got a little bit of value from today. I hope you got a little bit of perspective on what's possible with virtual assistants. Really, you can, if you're able to build a system to be able to train off a system, you're able to scale a very high 6-figure or 7-figure business, especially using virtual assistants. It's been one of the most rewarding experiences that I've ever had in my life, building our amazing team of, I think we are like 20 to 30 VAs within our business at the moment. It's so amazing to give them, some safe income, to be able to grow with them and to be able to see them turn into leaders where, definitely after, their training is we now have VAs innovating our marketing. They're so talented. They're so amazing at what they do, but they all started from ground zero where we taught them, we built our system. And then over time, once you have an amazing VA, make sure you do everything you can to keep your amazing VAs. And it will be absolutely amazing how much they innovate your business and how much they improve your business once they have been with you for 2, 3, 4, some of our VAs have been with us nearly 5 years now, where they're managing their whole, entire departments of companies, our entire department doing, $600,000 and above. Some of our agency does like 1.5 million, where predominantly it's run like 50% by VAs. And that is what's possible in time. But just make sure that you follow the steps in the training today so that you have a more successful onboarding with your virtual assistants and that they're able to help you generate more leads.